on the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches? Collecting all this money on the roads like I'm homeless. A nigga like me.
Alright, welcome guys. This is Nicardo Media House, and we here again from that first short video that we introduce ourselves and what this show gonna feature. So today it's gonna be a review of the English Premier League. We're gonna review the year, what's happening throughout the year from August until now. So I will have two co-hosts who are gonna join me today, and it's Danielle and one is Crump. Crump is a United fan just like me, and Danielle is a Chelsea fan. So yeah, you guys gonna meet them today, and it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a lot of discussion and all of that. So yeah. So yeah, welcome guys. So these are the two co-hosts. Daniel is my childhood friend from, I don't even remember when we were born. And Crump, I met him in high school in Calabar. So yeah, the friendship still going on with both of you guys. So appreciate it for coming on the channel today, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. And we're gonna discuss everything that's happened in the Premier League from August till now. So yeah, we're gonna kickstart everything with, as you know, City is a champion, right? So we're gonna kickstart everything with City. So yeah, as you know, they started the season, and they purchased a lot of players. That elite one was Erling Haaland, from Dortmund. He signed for like 60 mil euros. And they signed two strikers, but they purchased one the season before, but he was on loan, which is Julian Alvarez, and he signed up with the team back in June. He returned from River Plate, and that was massive. And they got another player from Dortmund, which is Akanji.
Bargain.
Like around, yeah, that's bargain, right?
Yeah, man.
That's bargain around somewhere around 20 mil, is it? So when we see that deal,
I would say that's their best signing of the season. Otherwise than Haaland.
That's their best signing.
Yeah, otherwise than Haaland.
Why? Because you think that Haaland he will always produce wherever you go.
Yeah,
because he has to prove himself.
Yeah, and then they did already have defender in the back line, but I feel like Akanji, he was so versatile. He can play right back and he can play on the other side. So Haaland was always going to score a lot of goals. The City create a lot of chances. So yeah, I think Akanji. I mean, he actually surprised me, because when I watch Bundesliga, he make a lot of mistakes, and I don't remember seeing him make a mistake for City. So, yeah, look, he was a good sign.
Yeah, man,
everyone's gonna. You go, Crump. You can go, Crump.
Yeah, man, because seeing that he was the fourth, fifth choice centre back at Dortmund.
Yeah.
Becoming one of City's main player, surprising. I never expect him to play such a big role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I would say is still, it doesn't matter who play in Dortmund backline, they will always make mistake, because they press so high, they isolated both center half, two wing backs, push up, and it's like they play no real CDM. So it doesn't matter who played in that backline, they will always make mistakes, just like you see on the weekend.
That's German League. German League doesn't use DM like a Premier League team.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the only bad thing I saw with City recruitment this season is Calvin Phillips. 50 mil, waste of money. They hardly use the guy. They
maybe
hardly use it.
because of the injuries, you know.
No, but
I mean, Radri was good. Can't complain.
yeah, but I feel like if you want, I feel like with City, they don't care if they're spending 100 million on a backup player. That's how they build their squad, you know, to compete. You get me? That's why they can switch your whole team and they still play good football. So if you want to compete with City, you gotta do that. You gotta spend a lot of money on top players, even if they're gonna be on the bench. And that's why City gonna always win the league.
I mean, yeah. City seems like they just like to spend 50 mil on defensive player. The same thing with Cancelo, Kyle Walker, Danilo, the Brazilian. They just always like to spend. John Stoner's like that, right?
Yeah, man, 50 mil from Everton.
Yeah, they just like to spend 50 mil.
You know who has been really good, and I've heard you mention him? Nathan Ake has been really good this season.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea didn't want him, Tuchel didn't want him, and for some reason, City didn't want him. I think City didn't want at least 30 to 50 million for him, and Chelsea was like, nah. So I wish Chelsea did have signed him. He's really good. Nathan Ake, he has been really good too.
I think the Pep system just suit him best.
Yeah, that's
he played the ball good at his feet, especially in the middle of the season when he started to play that three at the back and both inverted inside of the middle. That especially suit him much, So it's can't complain. But I think the season I think City team really kind of changed when Pep Guardiola dropped Rico Lewis, that academy product. And when they dropped Rico Lewis from the right back, remember when he was putting Cancelo on the bench and he was complaining and stuff like that, and Rico Lewis, the young right back, was...
I think their season changed when they start doing that invited wing backs in the middle, because when the season just started, they weren't doing that.
No, that's what I said. I think them season really changed after they pull out Rico Lewis and then add Kyle Walker, Diaz.
Cancelo was doing it. He was doing it, but he wasn't
really efficient enough. He was always drifting wide most of the time, but he wasn't. Cancelo ain't gonna come in like that.
And then the defensive is poor.
But I think most people really don't say it, but Roger deserves a lot of credit. The way how he shield that back line.
Yeah.
I think he's one of probably the top two CDM in the league right now for this season.
Right, man.
Yeah, Casemiro is there, but I think
I feel like for you to dominate the league and win the league, you have to have a actual game. I feel like you can't win the league without the actual game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you really have to need a natural CDM, someone that can control the game and break up position and the play. Because the Premier League, like it's all transition, up down. So you always, and your CDM have to be athletic. You can't have a CDM like what Liverpool have now, like a Fabinho. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna have moments when you're gonna struggle.
I mean, Fabinho was good, but I feel like his leg is going. I don't think he can. I feel like he's more like Jorginho. Jorginho.
Jorginho is a good, but remember Fabinho got Wijnaldum. Where's that come? Yeah, and Fabinho got Wijnaldum beside him and will do most of the running too, so yeah. So when you have guys like that, I guess you have to have someone that's really athletic beside of them.
Right.
So. But Pep Guardiola made a statement in the middle of the season, and I think it happened during the knockout stages of the Champions League when he said that Bernardo Silva is headpiece, like the way how he think the game. Like he never saw that before. What do you guys think about Bernardo Silva performance in the second half of the season? both Champions League and the Premier League.
Sum it up. I think he summed it up pretty well when he described himself as a defensive attacker. You know?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. As the man say, he put in a shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a very underrated. Even though he do a lot of, he's very versatile. He can play left back. He can play anywhere. I still think he's underrated. He's an underrated player, but I think he's a really good player.
You know what
surprising City almost sold him last summer because he was trying to go to Boston.
And the thing though, he was kind of like coming out, like doing interviews like, hey, I'm not really happy here because I'm not getting such minutes. Just like Raheem said, under the Pep Guardiola system, when you're not getting any minutes and you make it public, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get shoved under the bus.
The funny thing is that I think Pep sees his value because Pep is not a man to really keep players, but he got time way to keep Bernardo Silva because he knows he's taken to the system.
Yeah. Pep. You just get rid of you. Once you start complaining, once you start saying, "Oh, I want to play, I want more game time," you're gonna be, all right, you need to go. Yeah.
But where's you ever find a player like Bernardo Silva with his specific qualities,
I think to find another Bernardo Silva, you're probably gonna have to go in South America, somewhere in Argentina. That's where that he's I don't to all Bernardo Silva play, he don't play like a Portuguese. He's like a little wizard.
Remember Bubblegum Man them call him, So but good.
Yeah, so yeah. But what before we move on from City, what was one of you top moment that you can remember that City had in the season? Like games, it doesn't matter like what. Remember top moment. The 6-3 that the United they give us, right?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
And the performance there against Madrid, the second leg.
Oh yeah, the second leg, yeah.
Not put a foot ram.
Yeah. Well, you remember any top performance that Daniel?
I would say the City game for sure. They dominate that whole game. I've never seen a team that
the Real Madrid game.
Yeah, I've never seen a team did Real Madrid like that before. I feel like even if Real Madrid don't really need the ball because they're gonna create opportunities, and they did nothing. Like City, they played them off the park. So that was like one of the best games I see that City ever played.
Yeah, man, reminiscent of the Pep whole Barcelona side,
Yeah. High press, determined, keep the ball, everything.
Yeah, that City game with Real Madrid at Etihad, that was my top moment for City too. I never seen such a football play one year before. Even when Pep Guardiola played us in the Champions League final in Wembley, what was that 2012, 2013?
Yeah.
2020.
Somewhere.
When Messi scored.
Yeah, when Messi and David Villa scored and
that was
Pedro.
Yeah, and Pedro, yeah, that game. I never seen something like that, and then until now, that game was so one half with football. But I mean, you just have to just give City them credit. Them have a fantastic elite manager. Them got elite players. They got KDB, which he's such a maestro with the ball, like giving you space to run through ball. If he can find it anyway. Huh?
Where rank KDB in the all-time Premier League midfielders since I mentioned him?
KD.
Which player put him?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I say probably in the top three.
Top three.
Yeah, I think I probably in the top three.
Top three what?
Top three midfielder, right? In all-time Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. All right. Look,
I hate to compare. I hate to choose stuff like that because I feel like it's because it's different eras and football change and stuff like that. Like, I hate to do that because when I used to watch Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, Vieira, they probably was doing this almost the same thing that Kevin De Bruyne is doing in their time. It's like it's very hard to. I hate to do it, but he's up there now.
And the number 10 position, it kind of switched from what used to happen back then until now. Because the new number 10 is what KDB play right now. That's the new number 10. New number 10. The old number 10 was like you just stop behind the striker, you just get in space, you don't really need that. You just float around, you don't really need to run back. You don't really need to cover a lot of miles. You understand? But now, as a number 10, I think the African, the both side of the game, more defensive and more attacking.
Right.
I have to do a lot of off the ball movement by just running in spaces. So he's right up there. I think we can stuck him right there in that top three. But cause what I was going to say, if I take KDB right now out of City team, right? I think they don't really lose that much. But if you take like a Forrester, like a Lampard out of Chelsea team at that time, you take away 15 Premier League goals. Right there.
Yeah.
You understand? If you take a Stevie Gerrard out of Liverpool midfield, you lose a lot.
Yeah.
But I think as what Daniel said, it's different era, so it's hard to compare. But like if you ask me a question like if we're rank KDB against these current players right now, bro, he's like the best in the league right now, to be honest.
Undisputed.
Yeah, he's just like, bro.
I mean, I might have some bias, but I still take Lampard over him but I feel like Lampard. I feel like if you have a playmaker beside Lampard will still give you at least 15 to 20 goals.
No,
I don't think Kevin De Bruyne scored enough goals. He do a lot of assists and stuff. I don't think he's scoring enough goals.
So, you think that put KDB over a man like Yaya Toure?
Yaya Toure, all day, of course. Yaya Toure was all rounded.
Yaya Toure was all rounded. Trust me, Yaya Toure was all rounded. But yeah,
And a good day now, Yaya do everything for City.
Yeah.
He can drive with the ball.
Like, but then I remember days when there were games when City was losing. See me? And I don't remember who that could City at the time. Sometime when I take off, I think David Silva. David Silva from the number 10 put Yaya up there instead.
That was his most efficient position when he used to take David Silva off the field. Yeah, that was his most efficient. Sometimes he used to take up Jesus Navas and put either David Silva out on the flank and put Yaya in the middle. I used to scare the Yaya to play number 10 against United because when he pick up the ball, he just drive.
Yeah.
He just drive come direct into you. No defenders like players that drive directly in front of him. They hate that. So City is pretty much good. They deserve the league and all of that. I think they're gonna be favorites again next season, and I think they're gonna add new pieces. But it doesn't matter who come in. It's just going to be the same Pep Guardiola system. He might tweak a little thing there and there, but that's Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, man, same show examples of that.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on from City right now. So who does the City? The Battle FC, Arsenal. How you lead in the league for 248 days and lose that league? I don't understand.
Arsenal things.
I don't understand. 200 and like 48 days. I don't
As
understand.
the new Spurs. As the new
I,
Spurs.
I don't understand. I swear. In the league for so many
Inexperience.
days. Yeah,
Inexperience.
that played pressure played a lot. Yeah, pressure played a lot because I played in some pressure game and bro, it's like I can't even feel the legs. So imagine them playing on a top level like that, bro, where they got like over 50,000 fans each games shouting them at, so pressure played a lot. And
And I think them reinforce wrong places in a January.
They should have reinforces.
Was enough,
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
when they signed Georgina, I thought that was enough.
You thought that was
Because
enough?
Georgina bring something different that Partey or Granit Xhaka don't bring. He bring that look. Georgina have one of the best short pass ratio in the whole entire league. I think he averaged like 96% short passes. Yeah. So with that system,
I did not want Chelsea to sell Georgina. I know it.
Georgina, like he have that 1 and 2 mistake when he can turn over the ball, but he's very solid if he played in the right system, and you could see it with Mikel Arteta. He was solid. He was solid, but I think they got problems in the midfield because this guy Partey always injured. Whenever he goes away with Ghana and international duties, it's like whenever he come back, he got knocks. So I think they're gonna need some reinforcement in that midfield.
They're gonna go for Declan Rice. They might get Declan Rice.
Yeah, that's rumored.
They better have 100 million because I think West Ham gonna win the Conference League and then his price gonna go up. So yeah. So question though, what you guys think that Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, Edu, whosoever making the transfers and stuff like, what do you think they can do to improve this team?
Midfield reinforcements, them definitely need a striker. Think leaving in top 10 until Jesus came back was a big problem for them. So them definitely need a striker. Striker of Leverkusen. You need somebody.
Who's that from Leverkusen?
Xhaka.
Oh, Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka.
Yeah, Leverkusen. You need somebody for party as well. Vieira, that by there was a big flag. Nobody not really talk about that.
Yeah, I think he's
How much I pay for him?
I think like 35.
Yeah, around that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's from Arsenal to become a bench player. That's a lot.
Like he showed pieces of quality, but I don't think it's enough.
I honestly think they need a backup for Saka because you realize Saka have not been doing anything. He played a lot of games.
He played a lot of games.
He played a lot of games. So I feel like they need a left winger and they need a striker. I don't think.
They paid 34 million for him. Yeah, I really don't think anything can really depend on Gabriel Jesus to be a striker. This guy don't want to play number 9. Promise him. He don't want to play number 9. He don't.
He's good on pressing. He's good on pressing and stuff like that. But that's not that. You need more than that. You need at least 20 to 25 goals just in the Premier League to win the Premier League with a striker.
All right, look. So a lot of moments in Arsenal season where one of them fullback get down that flank, like somewhere in the 18, probably like 16 yards out on the byline, close to the touchline, and they need that ball to square. It's Gabriel Jesus, the penalty spot, or 18-yard box. You need that run like a Robin Van Persie, like a Edison Cavani, always going to be at the near post, somewhere right there between the keeper and the 6-yard line. You need your striker to be there at the near post. And most of the time, Gabriel Jesus is floating around the penalty spot, 18 yards. So He will never score 25 goals until improvements if him off the ball running towards the ball. He just poor at that. As I said, when he play as a winger, you get get couple moves from him, but as a number 9, he's like a little earthed there. You know what I said? But he's gonna have.
So based on the facts, Arsenal needs a striker. What's the guy's name?
Any Nkete?
What name?
Any Nkete?
Balogun?
Nkete?
Oh, Balogun?
You're right. Him. You think him have a chance next year?
I think he's
Alright.
I think he's in probably like the third in the pecking order behind Eddie Nkete.
To be honest, he's good because I watch the French league and I watch him. He's good, but Arteta will never play him. He will never trust him. Nah, he will never
Why?
trust him.
What's the difference between him and Eddie Nkete?
Guys, look, I don't know, like coaches in England are scouts or technical director, something like that. They don't really trust, like, say they send out a guy on a loan in the French league. It's like it's hard for them when he come back and he's like Balogun. They're not gonna really trust him because they're gonna be like, oh, that's a soft league. That's like a kids league.
Maybe he can prove himself in the spring preseason. Let's see, maybe.
All right, so this is like an example, right? Balogun never get called up for England team, and he been scoring. Why? You know, so it's like English. They don't rate other leagues outside of their own league.
Then why send him alone there then?
Bro.
Bad loan.
But I think he's kind of similar like Gabriel Jesus still. I don't think they need that. I don't think, cause even Eddie sometimes, you know, he float around and stuff like that. I think they need, like, I saw they're trying to sign this, I think this Norwegian striker. I think he played for Atalanta. There's a little room.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah,
he's not a natural number 9 though. He's still a floater that want to play on the wing, want to be outside. So I know what you're talking.
So about Vlahovic, you think that would be a good buy?
Vlahovic is a poacher. That's what most clubs need, a poacher. That would be a solid buy.
Chelsea wanted to.
I think Vlahovic will improve both Arsenal and Chelsea. I swear. You know? But Martinelli, this guy, he kind of surprised me this season. Yeah, he kind of surprised me this season. I knew the talent is there, but I didn't expect it was gonna come this fast. I think he need, like, I was thinking like he probably need a couple more seasons and then boom, he make it to the Brazil World Cup team. I think he should have get more game in that World Cup, but I think him and Saka, they have a fantastic season. Like, they were so consistent on both flanks, like they barely injured and stuff like that. They were always available for selection, and that's a plus for Arsenal. You know, I think they bought Trossard the right time, and Martinelli could get like a little break and stuff like that. You know, as you can see, when Trossard come, he kind of just float away off farm. You know, he drop farm, and then Trossard start to play back, and he started to come off at the bench, and then until, you know, he realized that, hey, I gotta pick my game up again. You know, he started to score until that little run before they started drop points. I think he scored like 5 goals in the 7 games before that Liverpool game. They drew 2-2. Yeah, but Saka and Martinelli, they were superb this season. Trust me.
I expect them to be better next season. You know, put up a better number, score more goals, more assists next season.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you think they might be more hungry?
They should be.
They should be. I think the main thing I think Mikel Arteta need to add leaders. They need leaders in that team.
Mm-hmm.
They need leaders. They really do. They need leaders. You see, like that that Zinchenko. He learned that from City. You understand? So I think if Arteta can pull this one off and sign Ilkay Gundogan on a free, that will be a massive signing.
Why would Gundogan left from City to go to Arsenal? What's the point in doing that, though?
I mean,
Why can't you just sign another contract there?
you can, but you never know. You can,
'Huh?
City point.
52.0, what? SOS. Come on.
Yeah. So one on it.
Well, no, seeing that now, let's not get relegated. We expect some big touchdowns. For sure.
I feel like I always want. He's a good player, but I feel like he's not athletic enough to move around the field, be defensively. I feel like he's not like that, but he can pass the ball, he can shoot, but defensively he's very suspect. So that's why I feel like the top teams haven't really tried out for him.
I mean, maybe they could have experienced with maybe him in a double pivot.
Yeah, not by himself. Yeah,
Besides to do the dirty work,
yeah.
Maybe they can see the best time at that point.
He's gonna be a free agent, so that should be an easier way to get him too.
Would you release? Would you accept that Chelsea release Mason Mount and let him sign for Arsenal?
Yeah, I feel like you can go. I feel like you can go in Europe and find a player just as Messi Mount, even better. I would love for him to stay, but I don't think he's gonna be like a world beater like a Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he could be under a good manager, but I feel like Chelsea still can go out there in Europe and find a just as player, just as Messi Mount, even better. So good luck with him because you want 300 grand.
That's what he wants, 300 grand.
No, they put up another bid. They improve another offer, 289, and he's still rejected. So
what?
Yeah,
289.
But he doesn't want to stay for. I think he doesn't want to stay over 5 years. He want a 4 years. But the new owner, the new strategy, they want players to sign. They want players to sign on 6 to 7 years. That's what Reece James signed. Reece James signed another 6 years.
So we will touch up on that Chelsea point later on in the show. So I think that Arsenal need to sell a few though to free up some space, some funds to get a new midfielder in. It up on mute, me.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I think Arsenal.
Nelson's a good player. I would take him. I think he's a good, decent player. Yeah. Tierney is a very good left back too. What's going on? What's going on with Tierney and Arsenal? What happened?
I don't know. I think Mikel Arteta loses that trust because Kieran Tierney is like he bump forward, but I think Mikel Arteta need that control at the back, and Zinchenko give him that. Remember, I think Xhaka played that position a few times in the season. That left inverted wing back. Yeah, but
I'm not a fan of Zinchenko playing that position though. He do too much. I'm not a fan of him doing it.
Who, Zinchenko?
He overdo it.
Good going forward, but defending.
Yeah, even though he's being in the middle, he's still suspect. I don't like it.
No,
I like when my wing back is bumping forward and whipping the ball. I don't like it.
So, but yeah, I think Arsenal need to sell a few though, to improve them transfer budget going into the summer. And I really like, to be honest, I really like Emil Smith Rowe. But I think if he needs to flourish, I think he needs to leave and get more game time. He will never get more game time under the skipper. I think, he needs to leave. But that's the Battle FC. I don't know. They battle it, but shall we, move on to United? Crump, this is your thing. This is why you on the show, to tell us about the ballad Dutch guy, and his philosophy.
Eric Ten Hag.
So the first real movement of United was, he was under the radar. No one expected that. Like, we saw Fabrizio Romano put something out like in a couple of days, and by the other day him sign. What do you think about that, Crump? When you just heard about Tyrell Malacia?
Malacia. Smart piece of business. One of the smartest transfers Manu has done in a while. I admire how they did it as well, because I think if they went for him first, the price that they signed him for would have doubled that, So allowing bid and they swooping for him, I think that was very smart of them to do. But Ten Hag saw something in him. He fits the criteria of the left back. He wants to play.
That's like playing football management that you find a gem.
Right.
He was very under the radar. Like, no one knew about him. Like, we never heard of him before. Like, only a few people that watch the Dutch league heard of him. I never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either.
Yeah, I never heard of him. And he's a good player.
He's a solid. I'm not gonna say he's a worst class.
I still think he's raw. Same way. He still need to.
I think he's raw. He's raw. Same way. He kind of remind me as when Patrice Evra joined the club. They kind of similar, raw talent. You could see the explosive when they could run at the ball, but technically and tactically, like, mindset, it's not there as yet. But he kind of smart. You could see like few movements and the way how he defend players, like
aggressive.
Mars, he's very aggressive. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the thing with United. So you have Lisandro Martinez, the left center, who is aggressive, short. You got Malacia, so there's a good combination right there. I never heard of him when he was playing for Feyenoord, but I guess the guy coaching the Dutch league, and he's like, hey, this is a gem. And right now, I think if we're supposed to buy him right now, I think you probably value like 30 mil right now.
Right.
Yeah, so
and how fast he adapt to the English game, that's a plus as well, because
he's very athletic. Yeah.
The league challenging, and to see him adapt so quickly, you have to give him props for that as well.
Yeah. So, but the summer though, that summer was mostly covered by the Ronaldo issue. Is he supposed to go, or is he supposed to stay? What you think at that time, Daniel, about that Ronaldo issue? How you think he affect the team?
At first, I did thought everything. He didn't handle the right way at first. I thought, but then Ronaldo was all wrong in that situation. I did handle it the right way, and he, I still think that y'all should have keep Ronaldo, because I feel like Warehouse, he didn't do anything, and I feel like all those opportunities Ronaldo would have probably scored. I mean, Ronaldo didn't want to be on the bench. He didn't want to be a backup player, but I would have still tried to pursue him to stay. But I think on the situation good. I guess it's all work out for both parties. But I would have keep Ronaldo.
It both work out for Marcus Rashford too, because he got someone who could work for him.
Yeah.
And that's what Fergie used to do. Like you have Ronaldo, you have players like that. So you used to have like Rooney, you got Tevez, you used to like Paji, so they players used to work for them. Do you understand? So I think most teams back then used to have players like that. So Ten Hag is kind of a little bit old school in a type of way, but I think he's getting it. I think he's getting it. But what I really thank Ten Hag for though, change around that Marcus Rashford farm. That was like the way how this guy played last season. You couldn't accept it because the talent is there, but I don't know what was wrong.
Yeah.
I know what Daniel said. Should I keep Christie, but at what cost? Because remember, at one point in the dressing room, and
Yeah.
the dressing room already unsettled. You can't have a case where the coach are battle for cup. Because Ronaldo is a big leader,
Yeah.
a big person at the dressing room. So I think Ten Hag can do it the right way. Should have go sooner.
It was kind of 50-50 still. Is it that if he go, no one really would complain. If he stay, no one really complain. But I think that interview though with Piers Morgan, that's it. I think that was it.
That interview he knew what that interview was calculated.
Yeah, that was calculated. That was our script. Yeah, you know what he wanted. He just don't want to be a bench guy. That's it. But I think a guy like Ronaldo, who is really decorated with silverware, golden boots, and stuff like that, at his age, it's hard for him to tell him, hey, look, you have to sit on the bench.
I don't know why you don't. I don't know why can't he just understand that? Damn, I'm at a certain age now. Let me just chill. Let the youth them do. Whenever the coach asks me to come play, I will go and play. Like, why can't he just understand that? Like, damn, like why you always want to play? I get it. You always been playing your whole career, but it's like he doesn't understand that he's like 38, almost 40 now. Like, relax.
Yeah. I think that Casemiro signing though was really pivotal to United's success this season. It kind of put a glue in that midfield and just grab everyone together and just like, hey, listen, this is where we at. He played like you remember Daniel used to play like as a defender. Coach used to tie like a rope around it so you know how to set the offside trap.
Yeah.
I think that's what something like that Casemiro did. Like he just gel everyone together like a proper stadium. He's a proper stadium.
Crazy because you guys the whole summer you guys was chasing Frankie de Jong. You guys did. You guys did not want. You guys did not. I don't know how. All of a sudden, you guys want Casemiro. You guys did not want. Do you think if you guys didn't sign Casemiro, you did sign Frankie de Jong, do you think you'd have a good season?
No.
Oh, you mean like
if you didn't sign Casemiro, but you did sign Frankie de Jong, would you have a good season?
No,
I don't think so.
Because
De Jong is a liability to the defense. Like the way he don't have a recovery rate.
He does play DM for Barca, but he doesn't do it the same as old Casemiro do.
That's the thing. Yeah. But look, in La Liga, Barca got all the ball. So you don't really got much. So the few times a team break away in transition, he will scrape up there and there. But in the Premier League, it constantly happens. Runs after runs. So you have to be on your toes and looking over your shoulders, It's very hard in the Premier League.
Who would you say better, Casemiro or Rodri?
I think
Better player.
I think Casemiro in his prime is really good. Because I think he had goals to his games.
Yeah, that's right.
He had goals.
Even though
but
Rodri will score screamers every now and then. But
Rodri will score. I think Casemiro had goals.
Yeah.
And let me just add, being at United, you see a different dimension of him, At Madrid, he never have this much responsibility.
He didn't need to.
He didn't need to.
He got two world class players right beside us. All you have to know, just give them the ball and that's it. They need to do nothing else.
Right. So especially Thursday or Wednesday match, the no look past the Sancho.
Oh yeah. Oh that game.
I have a friend.
That
I have a
little
friend.
chip. That little chip.
I have a friend that he's a Real Madrid fan. He was like, oh, this is a really good pass on Casemiro. I was like, really? That's not a good pass. I was like, against Chelsea, the worst team in the league. Of course, that's a good
I
pass.
think.
Of course, you gonna make that pass.
I think for any CDM, a natural CDM like Casemiro and Rodri, I think that's a good pass. Like I got two, so I think that's a good pass.
He's a Brazilian.
Yeah, you know he got a long range, but you don't. Yeah, that's natural. Sure, you know.
They can't just fetch. Fred can't do that.
No, when Fred was when Fred was at
Shakhtar,
he was very good. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Jose Mourinho turned the guy into a CDM. It was the worst season we had.
It was.
I think it was the worst season. No, I think last season was the worst season we had.
Last season was the worst season.
Yeah, last season was the worst season we had in the Premier League.
I have a friend telling me that last season ManUnited season is worse than Chelsea's. I'm like,
no.
Yeah, still finished in the European League spot. We didn't even finish in the top half.
No. But yeah, that was, it's a good season. We still have the FA Cup and stuff. We won the Carabao Cup. So the Magpies, Newcastle, the Black and White Army, the Toon Army, that's up northeast England.
Dark horses,
Wow, what a turnaround! What a turnaround from Newcastle with Eddie Howe. This guy, percent. Yeah.
Nick Pope
and Trippier. Trippier.
I think Nick Pope is their best signing.
Trippier. Nick Pope.
Yeah, he's my
Nick Pope.
Yeah, he's my keeper.
Yeah. Nick Pope. Nick Pope is brilliant. Nick Pope is brilliant. But look, no one. I think Alexander Isak, he's kind of like too many injuries. Like I think they do need a striker. To be honest, because Callum Wilson injury prone, Isak injury prone.
No, but he have been really good. He have been.
No. I'm not saying they're not good. They're good. They score goals when they played, but
I'm saying he haven't been injured since he came, though. Isaac, he's been playing the whole entire time.
But
I understand that you're saying
he's in and out the season. I remember like when Callum Wilson was playing, right?
Yeah.
And Callum Wilson injured, he comes. As soon as Callum Wilson come back, there's a little knock. He got a knock or something, or a dip of form. But I think they need like a striker winger. Someone like
what's wrong with Maximan?
Maximan. Oh, he can't stay fit. He can't. He got load of tricks, everything, but he just can't stay fit. I think if he can do all of that tricks and add goals to his game, I think he will be the end product. There's no, as what Crum said, there's no end product.
Yeah.
There's no end product to it, but
yeah. Put style in my play,
Yeah. I think that guy, the defender, Botman, they signed for like 32 million from Lille. He is a rock.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
Yeah, I think he was in that.
They got a good scouting team though. They go for some players that you never thought of,
And that's the thing. What people fall in love with Newcastle, they got a lot of money, but they don't splash the cash. They buy smart. They buy players like with the mentality. You don't want players with that mentality. They come in like, hey, you on the bench today. You're gonna say something in the dressing room and you disrupt all that little morals and stuff. But it's really a good season from Eddie Howe. You can't knock the guy for that.
Yeah, man, magnificent coach. And one of the things I have to compliment him about as well. That position switch. With Jolinton from strike from
Oh
what?
shit.
Strike
Yeah. Can remember.
great coaching.
Yeah, remember they bought Joelinton from Offenham for like what 45,
Yeah, man.
50
40.
mil, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and as a striker, and then you gonna say to the owners, hey, I buy this guy, you buy this guy for something close to 50 mil, and then you're gonna play him as a mid. I was an owner. I would complain about that. Hey, I buy this guy for to score goals, and you buy him to running up and down and doing all that dirty work and stuff like that in the midfield. But that's really
Well.
Yeah, they have a
yeah. I
good
think
season, but I think I feel like they have to invest in their squad because I feel like they're gonna struggle next season, especially in Europe, because Eddie Howe doesn't have any experience in the Europe, and they never really have that experience playing midweek and weekend football. So that's I feel like they're really gonna need to invest in it.
that's that gonna be key because when you don't play Premier League football, no, when you don't play European football, and you can pick that solid 11 or that you know you're gonna have a core like a 13 players. Those
Every
players,
week.
you know, every week, so you can guarantee and you put your trust in all those players. But when you played in Europe, you're gonna have to make changes somewhere there. As soon as it like October, November, you're gonna have to start rotate, and that can break the speed of their momentum going forward. But they do need strengthening though. I think they do need like 4 to 5 players. They do need it, and I think they need that creative spark in the middle. They need something like I see the interest in this guy from Leipzig, the Hungarian player, Dominic Shabazai.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's a wide player though. He can play behind the striker, but he's more like a wide player behind the striker
See,
type of player.
so I think Crump. I really do think the relegation of Leicester City. I think they should go for Madison.
Crazy. I want Madison.
Back up for Bruno.
I
think
would have taken Madison. I rate Madison
Madison.
over Mason Mount. I rate Madison over Mason Mount.
Madison is a baller. Yeah, Madison have the full package.
Fitness, him just can't.
That's the thing.
That's the thing though.
That's the thing though. It's fitness.
Because the England coach him again. Call him up. And I say, yeah, man.
So good.
Yeah,
Southgate,
man.
I don't understand this. I don't understand the Southgate issue with Madison. I don't understand it, bro.
But he picked him though. But injury again.
Look, I think he picked him because he had a great season from August until before that World Cup. He had a great half a season. So I think all the journalists in England was like, hey, if you don't pick Madison, that like you need that creative sparks, like. But I think though you don't really just pick Madison because he wanted it. I think he really picked him because all the noise around Madison.
Yeah.
But let's see what Newcastle gonna do in that Champions League. Because I saw Alan Shearer. Remember Charlotte Amiobi, that tall striker. They go like this, that. You know the black and white fans. The Toon Army. They're crazy. But I think one thing though with Newcastle, their support is massive. They're even when they're playing in the championship, they be getting over 45,000 every week.
Yeah.
I feel atmosphere wise, I think they're probably the best in the league this season.
No, I think they took that one from Crystal Palace this season. You remember, Selhurst Park is really noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they took that one from Selhurst Park. But Newcastle, they have a massive fan base, and I think it is like a big city. I think the Arabics, they're gonna invest a lot up there. Not many stuff up there to do, but players gonna want it to go because it's close to Manchester. They could easily come across if they want.
They're gonna have to be really good investing, convincing players to come there because there's
because there's really nothing up there to do. But I was hoping Sunderland promoted so they could so you could see that derby. I used to love watching Sunderland and Newcastle at derby game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's move on to Anfield. This is kind of shocking, to be honest. I don't understand why Klopp's still playing that same system until he changed it in the last quarter of the season. He see results. The few little times that he changed that system, he realized that hey, pressing is not Liverpool game anymore. He finally got some result, and he pushed Trent in the midfield. How long it took him to do that, bro? Like it's
I think he's. I mean, he's just like Pep. Coach believe in their philosophy. They just don't want to change. They're just gonna stick to what they know. And surprised he changed it at the end. We should have changed it a little bit earlier, but some coach very stubborn. They just believe in their own philosophy and they just do the way they know it. So
that midfield is shambolic, bro. Like
a very aging
Thiago
midfield.
very aging. Thiago, he can't stay fit. James Milner, he passes best. Fabinho, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Jordan Henderson, he wasn't a ball at first. I don't know. I just can't rate him. I think he's a good leader, though. You can't knock him. He's a good.
Yeah.
I think he learned a lot from Steven Gerrard. Yeah, so you can't knock the guy, but Mo Salah gonna always get his numbers, though.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, the team played poor, but Mo Salah would always get his numbers. But I think that Darwin Núñez signing though, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's not worked out as yet.
I think he's gonna come good. I honestly believe
He's a good striker though.
Yeah, I see the player in there. I just feel like he just needs to calm down a little bit, get a little bit more.
That's how Suarez was.
Yeah. I think
Very
he's gonna
aggressive.
Yeah. I think he's gonna come
But
good. I like Gakpo. I think Gakpo is a very good.
Yeah. Gakpo. He started out slow, right? And then he started to pick up. But I think like guys like that needs to play like in a system, in a real system, so you can get the best out of them. It's not like Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino, where not like a Mo Salah where you could play out of a system and still flourish. But I think what's his best position though?
Gakpo?
Yeah, Gakpo. What's his best position? 10, 9, or 11?
I would say he's more like a second striker. I say he's more like a second striker. Maybe he can play him on the right side.
But he played him. But he will never play on the right with Mo Salah though.
No, on the right. I think Liverpool attack is good. They just need to fix it.
The front three were good. I think that Mason Mount energy will boost that middle or a McAllister.
You think they're gonna get Mason Mount? I thought Manu was the favorite.
I saw a couple of rumors that Liverpool wanted Mason Mount, but I you know what I think though? The relegation of Leicester this season, I think Ndidi will be a good fit for them with that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think put Ndidi in that CDM role. I think in that club system. Yeah, I think he got the energy for that though. Not many players.
Knowing that they're not gonna get Bellingham anymore, so I'm assuming that they're gonna.
I think. All right, so they're not in Champions League, right? I think Moise Caicedo are going to be out of their budget, and if you could pick, I mean, Moise Caicedo is a beast. His numbers are really good, But I think Ndidi will be at a better price tag though for Liverpool budget. You know, even when Liverpool was winning, they still don't have that big budget.
Yeah.
So now they even finished outside of the Champions League. Their budget gonna be like a little tiny. Moving forward though with Liverpool though, you think they really do need someone to pair with Van Dijk? Because that guy Konate sometimes is a shamble, and Matip can't stay fit.
I think I like Konate. I think Van Dijk has been more bad than Konate this season. That's what I believe. And, I feel like they can try. They can go again next season with Konate and Van Dijk, but I still think they should be able to go ahead and get a next defender in case.
Yeah, I think they need another young defender though, because Van Dijk is aging. You don't want to buy a 30-year-old defender though. I think you need someone like 26, you know, but it's hard, you know, but I really do Liverpool. I mean, next season it's gonna be even much harder because Chelsea gonna come, Liverpool gonna come because
a lot of teams gonna get better next season.
yeah, a lot of season really gonna get better. But as I was saying that, you know, let's move on to Brighton. You know, everyone been talking about this team like they be playing fluent football and stuff like that. They have a fantastic manager, Roberto De Zerbi, the Italian. He kind of surprised me though because he started out the season really poor. It was
I've never heard.
You know, I think he used to coach Sassuolo. I think he's coming from Sassuolo, something like that. Remember when Sassuolo was having that run? Where I
never really recognized their manager at the time. I didn't know who was the manager.
But he was playing with like a back three though. That's the difference. That's the difference.
They do use back three sometimes, but most of they're for at the back team, Brighton.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing in their club is the recruitment, how they really buy players.
They got one of the best. I would say they got one of the best.
They've been really smart with their business. I think they got an eye for South Americans. You know, I think they got a really eye for South Americans because you could see this guy 24 Estupianen, and they got Julio Enciso that used to play for Libertad in Paraguayan League. And they signed this guy from Rosario Central. He's 18 too, Facundo Bonenate. These guys I never heard of them, bro. Like, I mean, they.
You know, the crazy thing is they're not even Brazilian or Argentinian. They're like the lesser teams like
Paraguay
Ecuador,
stuff like that. Ecuador. I think the guy, the 18-year-old Facundo Bonanote, he's from Argentina. They signed him from they signed him from Rosario Central, and they signed McAllister from Boca Junior. I mean, I heard of you know I watched the Argentinian league, and when I saw McAllister, I'm like, why this English guy is playing for Boca Junior? But then I didn't even realize that he got dual citizenship with Scotland, and he could play for Argentina. So Ivan Ferguson, the young academic product, he's really good. You could see that he's gonna be a good number 9. He's very technical. He's very technical.
He already played for Ireland before?
I know he played for the academy. I think he played a few senior games.
I'm surprised England not trying to convince him because he could be the next Harry Kane.
Nah, he's really good. Trust me, he's really good. That guy though, the player that coming from Chelsea, Colville. He had a good season. He's a solid player. I really like him. I think I hope Chelsea can keep him. I think Chelsea can keep him. What do you think about Colvin? Because I think he got a lot of games.
I haven't really. The few time I watched him play for Brighton, he was really good, but I've not really watched him play that much. But I heard he's really good. He's left-sided. I don't know why Chelsea invest in a left-sided center back in the January market, but Chelsea really want to keep him. So Brighton did want to buy him for
Yeah,
they did want to for a permanent deal, but let's see next season. I think he have a shot to start for the.
so Evan Ferguson, he never played for England. He played under 15, under 17, under 21 for Ireland. You know, he played 4 games for the Republic of Ireland. So yeah, so as I was saying that Evan Ferguson, the Brighton striker,
Yeah.
he never played for England before. He played at the U15, U17, U21, you know, and he played 4 games already for the Republic of Ireland. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna play for England. But as I said though, the Republic of Ireland team, I think they have a lot of kids in the English Premier League academies and players that are playing in the Championship. That's really gonna be a good set of players. That you remember that that Robbie Keane team, the Irish team with John O'Shea and all of them guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're kind of gonna get another team like that, but he's really good though. But kudos though for to Brighton. Their recruitment system is really good. But as you can see, Moise Caicedo, you could just look on his stats. 116 tackles, 52 successful, 65 interception. Bro, 297 recoveries.
That's
I never seen that. Casemiro got 100. Casemiro got 190 something.
That's prime content numbers right there.
That's prime content numbers right there, bro. And
1 goal error. That's crazy.
he only got an error to 1 goal, bro, to an error. So it's crazy. But the Japanese kid, Mitoma. You see him a lot this season?
Yeah.
I think he reminds me of when Azad used to play in the French league. You know, Azad in that little twine like go left, right, and he direct. Yeah, I think he's like that. And you know what I like with wingers like that? He add goals to his game.
Yeah.
When you add goals to your game and assists, it's a plus.
And
he got.
one thing I realized with him is that even if he's not going his way, he still keep on trying to do the same thing over and over.
I think that's mentality though for Asian players. That's a mentality with them, especially the Japanese. They focus, they know what they want. They would never let you distract them from their own game. So if you trying to do and it doesn't matter how much you kick him, you just get up and go again. Just like Park Ji-sung.
Yeah.
They just constantly playing, you know. Let's see what Brighton are gonna do. I know they have quite a few signings. They already signed that German kid, not a kid anymore, but Dawood. They signed the one the guy from
Dortmund. They signed the
Dawood.
Brazilian. They signed a Brazilian.
They signed Joao Pedro.
I think that's gonna be I think he's a good player too.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's like a striker winger.
Yeah.
They signed Milner, which I think it's kind of makes sense. You know, you need that sometimes. You need that little experience when you got a bunch of kids. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Welbeck. What do you think of Danny Welbeck?
I think he's a very good. Danny
Welbeck. He's a good player for them, for Brighton.
Yeah. For them.
He's a good
somebody can come up, something different to come off the bench. And look, he still is. He got a little experience too. I mean, he gonna miss. He gonna hit or miss every now and then, but it's still a good
Yeah,
player to
but
have around the squad.
I think at Brighton standard, and they finished in the Europa League. He did a good job because he scored some goals. I think so. Yeah. So as I said before, Brighton going to be a marked team, and the next team that we're going to talk about, they're going to be a marked team too. Brentford, especially
Brentford.
no Ivan Toney. Yeah, Brentford.
Ooh,
They're
I
gonna
hate Brentford. I don't like Brentford. For some reason, I just don't
they
like
beat
Brentford.
they beat us too, bro. I swear they beat us too. But
I don't like.
Ivan Toney
I
going to
don't.
be a big miss.
Their coach, he talks so much. That's one thing I don't like about their coach. He talk a lot.
Oh, Thomas Frank,
Yeah,
the Danish. The big
showing a
guy
lot of
from
shade on
Scandinavia.
Chelsea, talking about they're spending too much money and stuff.
Teams like that gonna say stuff like that, especially they got the same model like Brighton. But you watch the Jamaican center half, Ethan Pinnock. You watch him a lot. What you?
Yeah, I feel like he's a good defender, but he's a good defender in the Brentford system. I
I
feel
think
like
I
a sit back team suit him more than a team that wants to attack.
yeah he suited on the Brentford system.
Yeah, because when I seen
But
play for
look,
Jamaica, he looked very kind of
yeah, he
shaky.
kind of shaky. Yeah, he kind of
Yeah.
shaky. But I think you will see a better Ethan Pinnock in the Gold Cup this season. I promise you that. I think you will see a better player. But look, Brentford scored 12 goals from set pieces, the most in the league this season.
Mm,
They, you know, they have that long throw.
yeah. Who have been their set piece taker?
Uh,
Is it Jensen?
I think Jensen. I think Rico Henry, the left back, he
Yeah.
can throw and he can do corners.
They got tall players. They got
But
some tall players though.
yeah, they do have a big squad. They really do. Trust me. I think the guy that partner with Mbuemo, the French Cameroonian guy, he's really
Yeah.
good. He's quick. He's really quick. What's his name? They got a next player too named Wissa. This
Yeah, the one I was coming off the bench, I Bale guy.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
he's a
yeah
really
yeah
he's a
yeah
good,
yeah.
good they got a player on him. I think it's Silva. He's pretty decent too.
Oh that Joshua Da Silva, something like that. He's Da Silva. I think his name is Da Silva, right? Yeah, he's really good. But
I'm surprised
they they they
none of the top teams ain't looking at anybody from Brentford.
I mean they got
Keeper,
a
their keeper is real good. He's gonna be getting a lot
oh
of
that's
looks.
David Raya, right?
Yeah, he's a really good keeper.
Yeah, yeah, he's a that Spanish keeper is a really good keeper. But I think this guy named Matthias Jensen, I think he take most of the set pieces.
Yeah. Jensen. Is he dead?
Jensen,
Is he Danish?
the coach is Danish. They got a few Danish on the team. I'm gonna tell you how many Danish they got. Yeah, so they have like 7 Danish players on their team. You know the coach is Danish. The
Half of,
coaching, the
that's
background.
half the team. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's half of the team. But that they've been known for set pieces though. They've been known for set pieces though.
Do you think he's
But
a
you
top
see,
coach?
with philosophy like Brentford, so say just like a Graham Potter go to Chelsea, they spend big. You need to produce instantly. But I
Yeah.
think coaches like this, like Jensen, they need time to build a system. So I
So you
think
think you would have struggled like a top of club?
Yeah, like he can because those top teams come with pressure, especially in England. Say he goes to like Marseille. I mean the top two team in the French Liga. He's gonna get time, but like at Tottenham, say at Tottenham, that's like a top six club. He will never get the time. You see, when this coach from Wolves, Nuno, when he left and go to Spurs, what happened? No time. You don't get time at these clubs. It's the same thing. You don't get time, but you just have to know as a coach like that. You just have to know what club you pick, cause especially in England, cause England they spend a lot. They really spend a lot. So the fans and stuff like that. Brentford teams like this, they don't really spend a lot, bro. So and they have a philosophy. It's like the culture is like a family culture, So everyone is together and stuff like that. But Unai Emery, man, this guy took over from Steven Gerrard. They were in the relegation. They were in the
God, they would have
relegation.
been they would have been relegated. Thank God. He's a very
They
underrated coach. I'm surprised he doesn't get a lot of respect. I think he's a very. I feel like that Arsenal job kind of put a little.
a PH and a PSG job, right?
I think he did a good job at PSG, win the league. But everybody fails at
You
PSG. Let's be
you're
honest.
gonna you're gonna always win the league at PSG.
Yeah.
You're gonna
So
always win the league. But so this so when he took over from Stevie Gerrard, right? He changed that philosophy to a 4-4-2, similar to what Villarreal used to play. So Villarreal, like they played with four guys in the midfield, and all those four guys in the midfield are all central midfielder. You remember like when he used to have Capu playing on the wing at Villarreal and stuff like
yeah,
that. I think the guy that played left back for Brighton Estupiñán, he was in that team too when they beat United. But he played like I never seen that before. A 4-4-2. I seen old fashioned 4-4-2 where two box to box or one box to box and a real natural CDM and you got two wingers. You remember that old time 4-4-2? You got two guys like Joe Cole and Sean Phillips. They just stay out there and they got two midfielder in that spread the ball around and then they got two big guys up front. I think Unai
yeah,
Emery 4-4-2 is different because when you look on a guy Jean Magin playing right midfield, I think sometimes when I watch Aston Villa play, Jean Magin look like a Lionel Messi. I mean, the way how he cut in on his left foot and play the ball, it's kind of the similar. I never knew that John Magin he had a really really good left foot, bro. I swear.
yeah. It's a pretty decent, pretty much
But I think
Aston
Unai
Villa.
Emery is getting the best. I think Unai Emery is getting the best out of these players.
Yeah, he's very tactical coach, and you know what he's want
Yeah,
from
yeah,
from his team.
yeah. Unai Emery he's a very tactical coach. He's a very very good tactical coach. But I think Unai Emery, right? That does best for our boy Liam Bailey.
He's gonna
I
have
think
to.
he improve. I think he improved his game. Like not much, but he stepped up a little notch than previously though.
Mm. I've been watching recently since Unai came in.
But I mean, he's on a good farm though. He's on a good run of farm. But I think as they make the conference league, right?
Uh yeah,
Yeah. They beat Brighton and they finish over Spurs. Yeah, they make the conference, so they will be playing the Thursday league too. So, bro, they're gonna need players too, cause look, playing Thursday Sunday, it's not easy, bro.
not easy.
It's It's not
That's
easy,
why
bro. I
I'm
swear.
glad. I'm so glad that Chelsea did not get in none of that. All right, just focus on the
I
Premier League. And
I think. I mean, we're gonna touch that topic after this, but I think by Spurs not finishing to European spot, I think that should do good for them.
yeah,
They can. All right. So if I was the next Spurs boss, right, I will focus on the top four and give my all in the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup.
yeah. I
I
think
think you can. I think yeah. I think you can use the cup as your midweek European game, the Carabao Cup, and play to your full strength and just go at it. Because Spurs never win a trophy for how many years now, and I think they need it. So
depends on the coach. They still haven't got a coach yet, right?
no, they haven't got a coach yet. I don't have any European league this season, but they makes
Do
a
you
lot
think
of money off
Hurricanes
that
gonna leave?
revenue. Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, bro. Hurricane, that's it, bro. That's it. I think if Hurricane stays at Tottenham, bro, I bet he just retire there and then be the coach.
You
How
know
you
what? I
gonna
feel
play?
really sorry for, and I don't know what's gonna happen to him. Song.
Yeah, son. You see, even when he has a poor season, like his standard, this is kind of poor, but he's still seeing Son running. He's still running the channels and stuff like that. He never gives up. You could see the men as we
What do you
we,
think
we
happened
talk
to him?
about.
What do you think happened to him?
I
This
think I
season.
think the broken system, changes of coach. The midfielder is not linking up. Like if last season, right? I think Son scored like 17 goals last season. Hurricane would picked up the ball from the midfielder and then would link up with Son. And you remember that last season they have a lot of assists together. They played
Yeah,
they played close together. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I think they need a better pair of midfield. You see, they send out Ari Winks. I think he's at Sampdoria. Why? You send out Ari Winks on loan and keep Oliver Skip. Skip is not good. He's not
I
good
think
enough.
Conte didn't rate him. I don't know why Conte. I forgot Conte was even there. I think Conte didn't rate him.
So I think it Spurs, bro. That's a big job, bro.
Oh, you know what?
That's a.
They know who they're missing. Bentancur. They did really
Oh,
miss
what
injured.
happened?
Injured.
Oh, Bentincourt. Yeah, I
He
just
came in
remember.
really good last season. He was playing
Yeah,
really
he
good.
came. Yeah, he came. But I think Spurs, it's gonna be a big house clean, and I think like David Sanchez. I think these guys need to just go, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I think they need to go. I think like Ben Davis, like, come on. If you really need to win trophies, like, look, they sell Regulon. They put Regulon on loan and keep. Why? Why you send Regulon on loan? I don't understand that. Regulon, he's a good. But I think it's up to Conte though. You don't think he suit the system.
Yeah.
Regulon is more like a technical player, like but
Where is
Conte
he?
likes player that. I think he's
Atletico?
I think he's so. Yeah, I think he's at Atletico, something like that. Let's move on to the relegation. You surprised that Leicester got relegated?
No.
Because
They were Leicester. They were shipping gold whole season. They just can't. They was trying. I think they would have be safe if they did give what's the coach name before he got fired.
um um
Brendan
what's
Rodgers.
his name? Brandon Rodgers.
I feel like they would have a chance if they give it
They,
Brendan
they
Rodgers
they
this
didn't
season.
they didn't spend money though last season. They didn't buy much defenders. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what
but
they
I
got.
don't rate Dean Smith. I don't think he's a good coach.
Nah. I don't think Dean Smith is a good coach. I don't think so. But how can you fire Rogerson and hire Dean Smith? How? That doesn't make sense. So it's all about momentum.
I think Leicester,
So let
um, Leicester will. I believe that they will come right back up.
I want to ask who you think will pick up Ward-Prowse?
I can see him going to Tottenham.
What team
I can see him going
team
to
going to
Tottenham.
Tottenham?
Yeah.
But
I
then
think Tottenham
again,
might start.
but then again, you don't want to have Højbjerg who is slow and Ward-Prowse who is slow. You don't want to have two.
You know which team I think would have fit him real good? Brentford. With those set piece.
That's what I think with the set piece. That's what I was gonna say.
I think
That's
he would
what
have fit
I was,
real good with Brentford.
because Brentford play like they don't rush the game. They
No.
play slow. They play patient in football. So I think Brentford will be a good pickup, and I think he will come cheap. I don't think Ward-Prowse will when your team got relegated. I don't think you will be
Cost too
expensive.
much.
Yeah, you're not gonna cost too much. Think I think a team should pick up. I think a team should pick up Zaha. He's Even though you got a hunger issue, but I think a team should pick him up.
Where you think
He,
would be a good fit for him?
I think Everton. I
Everton?
think he will really. Yeah, I think look, I know Wilfred Zaha wouldn't go to Everton just like that, but I think if they really need good players, they should. If they want to go back up into the top half table, they should sign players like this.
I feel like you would have looked at Everton as just as though you look at Crystal Palace. That's what
No,
I
I
feel.
know, but I'm
I
saying,
know Everton is
no,
a
no,
traditional. Everton is a big club, but I feel like you still would have looked at them small.
but we're gonna have um a segment where we're gonna talk about the three teams that came up: Sheffield, Burnley, and Luton Town. So I hope you guys can look out for that coming. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop really soon, and yeah, and this is the end of. You got your team of the year.
Yeah, I got my team of the year. Let's see.
I got my team of the year.
My team of the year is Nick Pope in goal. Center back. My two center back is Akanji, Martinez. Martinez from Manchester United. My right back is Trippier.
Hold on. You say you got Akanji and Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, as my center back player.
Okay.
And then my right back would be
Okay.
Trippier.
Uh-huh.
Trippier. And my left back would be I could have put him in the center back, but I guess that's the only position I could put him. Ake. Nathan Ake. And my DM, my central midfield, my DM would be Casemiro. My two midfielders would be Martin Odegaard and Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah. And my my two. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was saying so you put Casemiro over Roger because of the impact that Casemiro got at United, that he made a real impact on the team.
I feel like he's you guys' best player, and without him, you could have seen the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Casemiro. I feel like Rodri was always
three?
going to be like that. The front three would be Grealish, Rashford, and Haaland, of course.
Yeah. So I think Nick Pope is. I was gonna choose Nick Pope, but I chose De Gea because I think no. I think when you win like individual stuff like that, I think you got to get rewarded for it because he won the Golden Gloves. That's
But
all.
I feel like he make a
That's the
lot of
only
errors
reason.
this season, though. I
He
feel like
makes
he make a lot of errors.
he makes a lot of error, especially that West Ham game. But most of his error was I think was in the Europa League.
Mm,
He made a few errors in the Sevilla game, but
yeah.
I think De Gea need to be rewarded for his Golden Gloves, and
You think
I
you guys need a
I
new keeper?
in a yeah I think we do need a new keeper, but it's not urgent. It's not urgent. It's not like something that we need to replace immediately. You could give him another year or two, and we get a good
Yeah.
goalkeeper. I think give the board some time to get a proper striker and another world class midfielder. I think then after that, we can and another center off. I think we need another center off. So yeah, De Gea, he can stay there for the next year and a half or two, but yeah, I picked De Gea. I reward him for his Golden Gloves, and I think Nick Pope made a few mistakes too. I think he got like two red cards. Yeah, he made a few mistakes too for Newcastle. I put Trippier. I put Saliba was impactful for for
Yeah,
Arsenal. He was up, yeah,
that's true.
Saliba,
I
Saliba,
I
yeah,
didn't pick him
and
because
I put
he got
he
injured. That's
injured,
why I
right?
didn't pick him.
Yeah, but you could see the miss for Arsenal though, and
Yeah.
I picked Botman, man.
But man,
Yeah, I think
Martinez.
it's 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 like I know we have a few center offs, but I think all guys impact their team. Like when guys like that missing, you can see that you can see the missing pieces in that space, you know. And Akanji is a good player. I'm gonna put him at left back,
Yeah.
but so I put Trippier, Saliba, Boatman, and Akanji, and I put Casemiro because of the same thing you did. He's more impactful on his team more than Rodri. City is a very good team. They played as a unit, but I think even if you take Rodri out of that team, you still could stick someone in there and they still play. But when Casemiro missing at United, you can see that big miss.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's my back four, and Casemiro in the middle. KDB, De Bruyne, and Odegaard. I think Odegaard as a skipper, he done a really good job at Arsenal. He drive that midfield, you know. So yeah, and my front three is Harry Kane, Alan. It's tough, man. It's that up
Two striker.
came out of the team.
On.
Harry Kane, Alan, and Rashford. Cause as I said, I picked my team of the year in terms of all guys impact. Cause when Rashford wasn't playing good the other season, the couple of games ago, United was struggling. That's how Liverpool catch up. Alan, I think Alan won player of the Premier League and Young Player of the Year too. He won both of them. That never happened before either.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, that never happened. You never had one player that win the player of the league of the Premier League and young player of the league. That never happened before. So I think, yeah, shout out to Erling Haaland, man. This guy is so powerful. I listened to an interview. He was like, "Who would you take, Ronaldo or Messi?" And he's like, "Oh, I would take Ronaldo because I already got a good left foot, so I only need a good right foot." You know, but
Smart.
yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, thanks for coming tonight on the show, bro. I really appreciate
Yeah, man.
you and Crump. You know, as you know, people, Crump and Daniel will be here a lot with me. You know, they are my two co-hosts. So it's like Crump went out, you know, for some reason, family, you know. So he will be back, but it's time to wrap up. You have anything you want to shout out to the fans and say?
You know, get ready for the saga and the transfer market pretty soon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This summer gonna be crazy. Everyone gonna be out there for a strike. Gonna be out there for a striker. You, Chelsea, you know, United, you know, gonna be out there for a striker. But look, man, as, yeah, man. As I said, man, thanks for coming on, man. You know, so guys, thank you for watching. This is Nicardo, the host for the show, and Nicardo Media House. You know, you will see us again. You know, just comment and tell us what you like. You know, you could either comment your team of the year, or you could comment who is your best player, and or you can comment what's the most impactful thing happened in the league for you. You know, a lot of stuff happens, so you could just comment whatever comes to your mind. You know, and just share the video and smash the likes. You know, thank you for watching, guys. We have a Pon Di Corna Podcast is coming up. We have a special guest. You guys gonna know shortly. So yeah, look out for that. All right, bro.